For over a century, when Americans thought of immigration, the image of Lady Liberty standing tall and unshakable in New York Harbor came to mind. In recent days, that image has been replaced by images of a wall or of rejection at airport customs. These new images cause us to lose sight of our common humanity and to see fellow human beings as different, as suspect, as something to keep out rather than to welcome in. We struggle as a country these days against differing definitions of peace and how to achieve it. And we struggle as a country these days against differing definitions of peace and how to achieve it. And as we do, there are many people who hurt across the nation and on this campus as well. You say that you hurt, that you are angry, that you are afraid. And I say in reply, I hear you. I may not have walked in your shoes, and I may not have your fears at this moment, but I have known fear. I know what fear tastes like. I wrote a poem a number of years ago in which I included these lines. I know fear now, not the fear which rips, the dull kind, uncertain, vague, raw as wet sheets, fear as lifestyle, worn as armor against unseen possibilities. Fear as lifestyle, worn as against unseen possibilities. If your lives have this kind of fear in them, your lives are not as good as they could be. In your time as students, I personally believe you should not have fear. This is a time for learning. Fear takes away the focus of learning. And for that reason, I will speak personally and in official roles as I am able against the distracting fears that arise from individual to government actions. I am not so naive as to think life can be wholly without distractions or fears, yet it should be our goal as a university to craft a culture that makes learning smooth and substantial for you, our students. Crafting a culture requires that everyone go beyond laws and policies to the point of humanity. One-to-one connections and understanding that another person is a breathing individual and not an anonymous member of a collective. I firmly believe that most citizens of the world, if asked, would not cite as a prime motivator in their lives to attack another country, to destroy a civilization, or to condemn a people or a religion. Most citizens of most countries want only a few things for their lives: to live in peace, to follow their chosen faith, to enjoy the challenge of employment, to be able to feed themselves and their families, and, depending upon the individual, to make some contribution to the world, from local to global. These personal dreams have little intersection with policies or laws that nations create to dominate other nations. I want to take this opportunity to convey that the best messages in the history of humanity have revolved around the reality that compassion transcends laws and policies. Laws and policies are restrictive and have their purpose for maintaining order, safety, and fairness. They appear reasonable or not in the eyes of any individual. Compassion, however, is possible at any time and at any place, and it is liberating, not restrictive. It can erase frictions, hurt, or intolerance, as most policies or laws never can. Policies may make people aware of intolerance. Policies may limit intolerance or prescribe repercussions for it. Our students, who in your quest for knowledge have chosen this country and this university to be your educator, to bring to you the full span of knowledge, to incite in your bright and eager minds the quest for truth, for progress, and for the future. I have an unshakable conviction that America is at its best when it shows its strength in humanity, in inclusivity, and in welcome. The risks we assume in opening our arms to the world pale in comparison to the vital creativity, energy, and progress we have achieved and will continue to achieve as a nation and as a people through the insights and the contributions of individuals such as yourselves. You bring your intelligence with you to our shores in your search for freedom. Liberty, Lady Liberty would have it no other way. Thank you.